success in recent times. They just changed up their game on a dime, and LDLC just weren't able to handle that. But LDLC, at least they have the CT side here on Inferno to start off on, so we have to see them really just have a massive pistol round. And the one thing that could go their way is that shoxie, I don't think he cares for us right now, and this could be it. When shoxie, he has no pressure on his shoulders, that's when we see the shoxie beast emerge, and he just starts to murder people. So already off to the first shot, and he's managed to get the first kill of this map.
Yeah, when you're out of options, you got the back against the wall, all the choices basically narrow to one. So, I mean, there can be even something liberating about that idea that, you know, that we're out of options now. We've nothing more. We have to do this. So let's see if they can actually somehow wield their team into a victory. It'd be incredible if they could win in Inferno. That would actually be such a relief for LDLC, but they have a long way to go. We'll see. The opening kill on Pronax is good. Smithzz is sneaking out right here. CZ 75, he gets the first, but he gets double peeked. flusha's going to take that kill. They spot the bomb, and that's a lot of information. olofmeister trying to take the fight here. kioshima needs to come out on top, but he's out of bullets, and so is olofmeister, and JW comes to the rescue. shoxie, another headshot comes in, but it's a 2-on-2, and that bomb still is going to go down here with 30 seconds left. MBK running shot on olofmeister. And now it's on flusha here. Kind of clutch it 1-on-2. The bomb goes down. He's going to sneak out a little bit. He's hiding in there. They pretty much know where he is as well. Happy's going to come through. And flusha's going to go down. And LDLC secure the pistol round. Solid work.
Yeah, solid work indeed. shoxie in particular, man, landing on that site. Smithzz with the poke forward as well from apartments. Everything seemed to go LDLC's way after that entry frag from shoxie. And there you go, man. They're just trying to pump themselves up at this point. That pistol round was so crucial because if they lost it, I think Fnatic just steamrolled them out of this map.
Was there even like a little bit of a howl going on? I think
man.
Someone was shouting a little bit.
That was probably MBK right there. Because MBK, like, he is actually in a good mood right now, funnily enough. I mean, he is definitely like, let's do it. So this is, I mean, they have to play the game, and that kind of shot right there from MBK, that's got to be liberating. But they play it so well there at the end, that 2v1 situation. They really just come together as a unit. They spot out flusha, and then kioshima gets a running headshot on flusha, you know, as I call his name.
Unreal.
So, sorry for the curse there, Flush.
That was incredible. But yeah, kiyoshima's going to keep going at it here with the Mag 7. It's looking really good, but we've seen this before. We've seen LDLC be off to great starts, and then as you said, Fnatic, they just switch gears ever so slightly, and then LDLC just can't keep up. But kiyoshima's having a good round so far, and it's going to be him and Happy finishing off the round. Now, you said MBK is feeling good. And that is actually, like, to me, that feels really strange. That sounds like, you know, when people say they're freezing to death, they start to feel warm at the end. Is that? I mean, I'm wondering if that's what's happening to MBK here. Like, they're actually getting destroyed so much that he's like, oh, I'm all right. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah. I'm just feeling all right.
Like, the scary thing here is that LDLC are getting, like, they get a solid pistol round in, but then, like, they just get a random second round in, basically, where they just start doing crazy things. How long can they maintain that sort of thing, right? When they get rounds with that, great, but...
Oh, nice! NBK, they lined up for him, and JW and Pronax are gone instantly. It was a good return from flusha, but that is how you want to start. Now they can afford to play defensively, and I really hope we're going to see that. They do have this pretty aggressive setup. Happy's going to go down, and that equalizes it. So again, if they just played to an either bomb site, they'd have a great chance of winning this round.
Yeah, Smith's playing this well as well. He's not actually peeking out to get flusha. Oh, no, he is. He's going to get flashed in by a mate. No, he doesn't. He decides to face peek. Smith's living on the edge right now. That was a bit of a risk there to take. He could have very well asked for a flash from his mate to make sure that to make that peek safe. Instead, decides to just take the face fight versus flusha. He still comes out ahead, drops flusha down to 22. That's still risky business there from LDLC.
Shucks up an apartment, is going to walk right in and take down olofmeister, and that's definitely a big kill. Brings it back, and again, clock's working towards them. He has to stay up in the apartments. I don't want him running down too much. He's in pit now instead, and just looking for the fight here. He flashed himself, but now he's unflashed, and he can hear them trying to plant the bomb inside if they go for it. There's the plant happening, and KRiMz definitely spotted out with shox. So they know where he is. That's a good kill on flusha as well. shox doing a fine amount of work here. KRiMz in the corner is going to get taken down by kioshima, and nicely handled around here from LDLC, and more shouting and howling going on here. Fnatic get the bomb plant, but they won't win the round. LDLC stabilized. Good job.
There we go. LDLC starting to play their game here. shoxie in particular, man, he needs to wake up. Him getting those frags, that's going to go a long way towards giving LDLC that start they need. But this is still a long road. This is the thing, you know, they're getting these rounds now. Once it starts to get to that point where if they can get up to that point where they have like 6, 7 rounds in a row, I think that's when the pressure is going to start to set in on LDLC. And that's the question: are they going to be able to keep this momentum going once they start to slow down and come back to earth a little bit?
Yeah. But the one thing is, that's a
nice sick nade.
Pretty well handled, and yeah, they're just going super aggressive here, which is which is kind of what's been working for them on every other map. And then on every other map, at some point in time, they stop. And that actually is when things go really badly. So let's see if LDLC are going to keep their bubble. I did actually catch Pronax as one of the break, and the one thing he said is, I really don't want to finish this on nuke. He actually said that. So, you know, I don't think Fnatic are too scared, but I think they are aware that somewhere out there, the last map of this series, it could be nuke if it goes that far, and that's something that Fnatic really don't want.
They left that in there, and it worked out with the ban phase, but nuke is a map that Fnatic can play. They just can't play it up to the level of Inferno, Mirage, the others.
They're going to push down the middle. They're just being super aggressive, and JW gets caught. This is actually working. flusha's next in line. The bomb is dropped here, and MBK takes the kill on KRiMz. What a round here from LDLC. This is taking control of your own destiny and just trying to see if you can change it. Kiyoshima's going to take down the last kill there, and it's going to be a flawless round for LDLC. I mean, something is brewing here. Something is happening to this team right now.
Is this when they start to turn it around? Is this when they actually manage to break it? That round couldn't have gone better either. When usually you see CTs push down mid, they'll get one frag and then they kind of get bogged down and then they get caught and they get wrapped around from second mid, etc. That worked out perfectly for LDLC. They sandwiched half of Fnatic into Banana, got all the frags, got out scot clean. So now that kind of round is going to give some confidence here to LDLC. It's going to be a buy out of Fnatic. They've lost 5 rounds in a row, and there's the shot. shoxie gets caught though, and flusha is going to get the entry frag for Fnatic.
Yeah, a little bit too confident maybe, and actually that's going to steal the AWP right there. And MBK trying to flash his way back in, doesn't want to get caught in that corner. So they lose the entry, and now they've slowed down. And when we saw Fnatic play against, I think it was Dignitas on this map, wasn't it? Every time Dignitas weren't playing aggressively, Fnatic had some really great setups to deal with it, and they just start winning rounds really quickly. So we'll see if that's going to be the same here.
That's the thing, you know, our LDLC so far are not peeking out, although there it is by Smithzz. He gets caught by olofmeister. Fnatic perfectly happy to slow down the pace. The question is, LDLC, are they going to be able to keep their cool once this pace gets slowed down? So LDLC now, they just need to lock it down, and they have they still have NBK on the site. Yeah,
and he has a smoke grenade. It's only 40 seconds left here, and he's actually done a great job holding on to it. This could be such a big difference. olofmeister just trying to keep Happy away from rotating. NBK, he's a little bit far away from the smoke. Kind of wish he was right on the other side, but he's going to be jumping all the way over. Some nice parkour going on. NBK is going to have to come up big. olofmeister takes down one of his teammates, and Happy coming through the library, and it's all on him. Gets the first headshot, needs a lot more, and he's not going to get it. Falls back into the fiery nest, he's dead. And it's going to be kioshima 1-on-4. So Fnatic takes them 5 rounds losing, and then they come up with a win finally.
Then they tighten it up, and then flusha pretty much delivers it to them. Although shoxie, I have to say, him missing the shot on flusha, he did have that first strike, and he didn't land it. So a little bit of a hiccup there for LDLC. But now this is where it gets really interesting, Anders. How do LDLC approach the next round? Now that they've lost a round, now that the happy times are over, are they going to be able to keep their cool? These are 2 big kills from kioshima, though. Getting that AWP off of JW is a really nice play from him.
And in terms of keeping their cool as well, you know, it does make a difference just getting such kills like these in. So we'll have to find out. I am hoping they won't sort of go back to playing really, really defensively. I mean, shoxie, you said he wasn't playing defensive. He was up there. He just missed the shot. So, I mean, that shouldn't deter them. That should just be like, all right, that's a fluke. Let's get back on track here.
I think that you know, those 2 kills going there for kioshima, that goes a long way towards getting them back into it. He saves that AWP for shoxie as well. It could go to Smithzz as well for the mid fight if they want. Fnatic, that's a very expensive loss. Actually, they throw it away. They don't hold on to the AWP. So they're making an active decision. shoxie basically saying, no, that's not going to happen. And they're going for the mid push again. This time around, however, Fnatic, no. JW manages to get around the corner fast enough.
Yeah, CSET 75 is out. It's just trading evenly at the moment. Almost no bullets left either. Pronax going to take down shoxie. kioshima trying to reload. Only gets the 1 kill, but backstabbing is Happy, and now it's going to be down into a 2-on-2 as olofmeister and flusha are left. The bomb is dropped all the way up in the apartments here, so it's at least going to take some time for Fnatic, but they have that time. Still 1 minute and 10 seconds left here. Happy and MBK, they're not really together, so either way, yeah, that's actually, it makes sense for them almost to group up, but then if they do that, they obviously can't defend both bomb sites. flusha catching a whiff of Happy here, and he's going to go for the fight. He's not connecting at all. No one is.
Happy should have heard the steps there. He should have heard olofmeister coming up. Unless olofmeister walked it. Needed to see that perspective there, but that is still a big kill. flusha just drawing Happy's attention out. This is some great team play coming in here from Fnatic. The 2 of these guys working together so well right now, setting up the bait. And I'm wondering, I mean, are they even going to go and pick up the bomb? They've got 40 seconds left. They can send flusha back, and he is going to go back and pick that bomb up. So there is an end game here.
And olof is waiting, and MBK is going to walk right into it, and that's an easy kill for olofmeister. So an attempt to do something similar. That's obviously why they threw away the AWP. Don't really want that rushing down. And this time, Fnatic were just in slightly better positions.
That's usually how that kind of rush actually works out. You know, it turns into a brawl. It never really is as clean as the first time LDLC threw it out there. This time around, it ends into the 2-on-2. Luckily, they're able to get the refrags and turn it into that situation. But Fnatic really paced it so well. They had so much time left to just work their way across the map and stick together when they did it that they were able to just abuse it in the end. And now it's NBK. It's a double op setup on LDLC. So they do away with the op 1 round, and then they're like, okay, 1 op isn't enough. We need 2.
And first grenade rains out here on MBK. Pretty annoying for him, already down to 45 health. But flusha, if he walks into this, it'll be well worth it. And flusha just solo playing banana, which is something we saw for a long time. And now it's become less, less common. Actually, usually CTs put 2 teams up.
He'll have Pronax backing him usually.
But it's kind of fun to see, and he's been doing an all right job so far. Going to be walking right in, and he gets the headshot on MBK as well. So flusha just opening up that part of the map, making it tough for LDLC.
This is really painful for LDLC now. They decided to just hold the way that they have, however. They haven't rotated off. Happy is still there with the smoke for the B site, so he can still continue to buy time. Fnatic, however, are gathering up. Yeah,
Pronax are actually getting ready with the smoke right here, so they're going to smoke off, on towards pit, so you see them raining in there, the arc of it, and they are going to go for this A bomb site, trying to push, but actually they run back, they're just going to fake it out, so now it's all up to Happy. He has to stop this push over at the B bomb site, otherwise nothing is going to work. He's waiting right at the edge of the smoke, and he's trying to guess the timing. He's got that flash, but flusha has one on the other side. We need to stay with Happy right here. Everything is on this. Underhand throw goes through. Happy's trading places with them. Oh my god. And he's going to catch Pronax with the bomb. JW2 Happy coming up with a massive round right here. Picks up the AK. 2-on-3. olofmeister from behind is going to catch him with that grenade out. And now it's a 2-on-2. They want to get in here quick. Kioshima is going to go down. 8 seconds left. And I don't think shoxie can stop this from happening. He's going to rush right in. The bomb has gone down, but it's a 1-on-1.
But at least he's here when the Molotov gets dropped just in time. olofmeister, however, going to close this gap. He looks to get into construction. shoxie may not expect this at all. shoxie can definitely expect him to be in the back corner, although he does have the incendiary to clear that out. So a quad box play could be in the cards here, and shoxie's going to look there next. But olofmeister, this is such a brilliant move. He could completely flank out shoxie. shoxie may never expect to see him here. He's not even going to look. shoxie does not even look. He writes it off.
Yeah, because he saw the Molotov coming from the other angle. He has no reason to suspect this, and Olof is just going to walk right in. Clean kill. Double for Olof. Very smart positional play. You're exactly right. shoxie saw that Molotov come in, and he knew where the angle was from, so obviously he's going to check all those angles. Now, LDLC can still force it up. They had a really good bank on kioshima, so they're still kind of in this first half, but if they lose now, that is going to be terrifying. Then Fnatic are probably going to force them to equal, at least almost, and
that is...
It's going to be scary.
That is so cool that Fnatic go for that play, the underhand, the grandma throw with the flash, because we saw them do that versus Dignitas as well, and it worked marvelously, just perfectly.
Yep.
And this time around, Happy, he has a flash of his own, and he walks right through. I mean, it's just the timing works so perfectly. And surprise, surprise, NBK, point blank with the Nova. Best gun in the game.
That was a pretty fast flick there, and looked like JW may have had the advantage, but he only had a CZ. He didn't have anything else, so there's not much they can really steal from it. And, we'll see. Looks like Fnatic are making their way towards that B bomb site, leaving olofmeister up an apartment, which has worked really well the last couple of times. Happy's going to help them smoke off, and then they're going to leave NBK over there. And the Nova shotgun, it might be a good weapon, but dealing again with 3 people pushing in, it's pretty hard to kill everybody.
Oh, there's the smoke. Safe smoke as well. Flash is coming through. NBK still gets the kill. 2 for him. KRiMz will finally take him out. Happy on the other side of this smoke, just trying to spray through valiantly, putting up some kind of defense, but it's not going to work. And they will get onto this bomb site, Fnatic, although Happy does manage to catch KRiMz, getting a little greedy there, trying to get into construction.
There's Olof and Pronax 2-on-4. Should be a retake here for LDLC if they can coordinate this. Great headshot coming out. Olof is down, and Pronax is smoked off. He can't really see much of anything, and he's trying to play the corner of this smoke, which was a nice idea, but shoxie is not going to allow it, so...
That looked like the mind meld going on there with LDLC. They all turned in time, just like, we know exactly where he is. Okay.
Yeah, which is good. No steal going out there. Now... How much money is on Fnatic? I think they really can afford another buy here because they have got a couple of plants as well.
Yeah, they have got the plants.
So I think they should be able to. We'll see once we get into the game. But yeah,
that was some sick reaction time there. And this half-blind shot from MBK, just really nice work from MBK this round. That's a lot of money in the bank as well. That's 900 bucks per frag right there. So those 2 kills, that's a lot of money that he's going to be able to rely on.
And not enough for Fnatic to really buy. A couple of flashbangs and that's it. So they want to make sure they have full equipment. That's not unreasonable either. They're going to charge in on kioshima, and he actually gets 2-3 as well. A lot more than he could have asked for then. That's really cool. shoxie and Happy are going to clean it up. I think kioshima did really well. That's one of those positions where you can really easily just end up trading. Yeah. Where you go down after the first kill and that's it.
That's what's Fnatic. That whole rush there is designed for that as well. First man out is most likely 90% of the time going to die, right? But the other guys are there to clean it up. That was some sick spray control from kioshima. So already LDLC, okay, they're starting to get back into it. It looks like, you know, there was a bit of a bumpy part there in the road, but they've managed to recover somewhat. Look at this, just control. It's so good from kioshima.
He jumps into the headshot, which is definitely very funny as well.
Buy round though from Fnatic now. This is it. Big opportunity here for LDLC to end the Fnatic threat early and get the rounds that they need on their CT side.
Yeah. 12-3, that's what they need to gun for here. Just shut down the Swedish team and push it onto overpass, which would be very interesting. So far in terms of maps, it's 2-0 in favor of Fnatic. If they win this map, that's it. They win the 3rd season of Fragbite Masters.
LDLC really giving a lot of space to Fnatic to work with this time, however. It seems like flusha's kind of trained them not to take the peek at top banana. He's just sitting there. They're holding super passive. They're not giving him the opportunity to find the entry frag.
And this is what we cautioned against earlier, because this is exactly what Dignitas did, and Fnatic had some very interesting plays. Amongst other things, they had the triple grenade over at B, they had the jump over the smoke. This time, they're going to go for a bit of a more of a standard A execute, smoking off the pit, and flusha and JW get great entry frags. And shoxie's just waiting here, trying to see if he can pick off anyone. They know he's down there. JW will come up with a double, and that is going to be it. Happy and MBK shouldn't even try and fight at this point, because they're just going to be wasting rifles. But
and this is what I was worried about at the beginning of the half when we saw those really energetic rounds out of LDLC, the ultra aggression, them kind of laughing, and, you know, everybody feeling, you know, a bit uplifted with the spirits, right? Now is when it starts to get very difficult. Now is when they start to have to close out rounds. And playing ultra passive, as we've said, is not going to work versus Fnatic. They have to continue with the aggression. That's just what has to happen for LDLC to have a high impact here and close out this this half ahead. It's not going to happen if they start playing passively and start doubting themselves.
Yeah, you have to imagine that as long as it was working, as long as they were rushing and having fun and just, you know, playing around, they feel like we've already lost this, but let's just have our fun. Then that mentality can be kept up. But then when they start to feel like, actually, we might have a chance of winning this, and then mentally it changes a fair bit for them. So we'll see. Smithzz back with the AWP, MBK with the Max 7 over here, which is not that bad. I mean, you can definitely hold this position with the Max 7, so this isn't like a joke or anything from MBK.
No, it's
Fnatic get to 5 rounds. I think LDLC are gonna know what time it is.
NBK's always been one of those guys who actually favors shotguns, bisons. You know, he'll go for the odd gun out there, so he's definitely proficient with it. We've seen him use it in the past, way back with Barry games, into Titan, and now into LDLC. Bit of a signature move from him, but Fnatic are fully bought up, and this time, once again, LDLC have given them a whole lot of maps to work with. They've gathered up in second mid. This is definitely looking like they're waiting for LDLC to peak, and if LDLC aren't going to peak, they're just going to set up for the smokes again and see what they can do.
Yeah, if we can take a look at JW and Price, we need to know what kind of smokes they are. So these are the pit smokes, very, very, you know, you can throw from this same position, you can throw smokes over to Archway and Library if you want to ramp a different way around, but if you throw these smokes, you know, it's pretty clear what the strat is going to be, so we're just waiting for it now. It's kioshima and down in the pit, shoxie again. Almost identical situation coming out here from Fnatic. Up in apartments, it's olofmeister coming in. KRiMz is going to open up on kioshima, and now the charge is on. Nice pick up from Smithzz. They need more. He's not going to hit the second one, but he's going to check, make sure no one's wrapping around. They're letting Fnatic into the bomb site, but they LDLC still have a measure of control here.
It's still 4-on-4. They still have a couple of members from Fnatic boxed in. olofmeister is going to be the key player here for Fnatic, however. He's going to have the high ground advantage, and he can actually look over the smoke. So when LDLC decided to push in, this could get tricky. flusha's here as well, draws MBK in. He's going to get rid of him, and now shoxie, he spots out olofmeister. Great pick there. He has to stop him from basically staying alive at this point. It's just not happening. LDLC, they're getting picked off left and right.
Yeah, Happy trying to see if he can make it out, but JW says no. And Fnatic getting a little bit excited, and that is that 5th round for the Swedish team. And almost dead silence here on LDLC's part.
They've got that 1,000-yard stare now, man. Like, it's really starting to get pretty evident that you know, the smiles, they're not there anymore. It's definitely getting gloomy over on the French side of the room. It's going to be not a force buy, but like a semi right here. Happy actually having more money than his mate, so they decide to even it out, and he'll get a gun, some Kevlar, something to work with, maybe do some damage here to Fnatic. But at this point, LDLC, they're going to be aiming for 9-6. After this round, it's all about just basically locking down the remaining two rounds of the half. But I do like that they didn't go for some kind of odd force buy.
I agree. I think that would have definitely been bad. I mean,
the risks haven't really worked out for them yet. So at this point, just eat the eco. Sure, it's late in the half. Sure, you're giving Fnatic another round, but eat the eco and give yourself a better chance of just locking it down from there on out.
KRiMz taking a jump over. His gun barrel is going to show a little bit, and shoxie will get that pick off, steal the AK, go back and fight olofmeister. He already sees it coming. He knows. shoxie's definitely a very smart player when it comes to stuff like that, and kioshima is going to come and help him out. So 2 really good kills here. Be so good for LDLC if they can win this eco right here. The NBK going to fall back and just try and buy time. He wants his teammates to come in, and Happy's going to flash his way through, runs right in and takes down JW. A good return kill for flusha, but it might not be enough here. It's a 2-on-4, and time is running out as well. They've only got 30 seconds to try and get in and clear out the bomb side and get the bomb down and defend it, which is definitely not easy. flusha very low on health here, and NBK staying alive for an unreasonable amount of time. It's down to 19 health. flusha picks up 3 kills, and then they shut him down. They save the 2 AKs. A great round from LDLC. A lot of credit to him for doing that.
Yeah, getting an eco win. Okay, we're looking a bit too far ahead. Of course, you know, they do manage to hold off the angles. NBK playing that perfectly as well. Even at that point, you know, you wonder, should he just stay quiet and not even show himself? But even just taking the shots, he misses them, but he still forces Fnatic to have to deal with him, to realize, okay, I'm over here. So it isn't even that big. My LDLC right now, this is it. But no cry. No cries from them. No cheering, no nothing. They're really just trying to focus here. It's so important that they get the remaining 2 rounds now.
Smoke being put up there all the way over from the other side of the map, so that's definitely a good idea. Just making sure that the 2B players still, you know, keep their smokes. That's Happy and NBK at the moment. And they also have some Molotovs. So actually a lot of equipment here in the 14th round for the French team. Nice stack here, and actually this stack is specifically designed to deal with the pit push that Fnatic have been doing. If you notice, no one's in the pit now, so they're not going to get smoked off, and it can deal with whoever's coming up quad and apartments. So this is just LDLC trying to guess that maybe Fnatic were going to go back to that. Now, I'm wondering if Fnatic are going to go for the triple grenade. No, they actually only have 2 of them, so they're definitely not.
But I like the Fnatic now. They're like, okay, you know, let's go for the B play now. Try and change it up.
And are they trying to look over the smoke like they were earlier? Yes, they are. flusha's up on that cart, just seeing if you can spot anyone in there. Now they're finally going to go through without almost any warning. They just rush right in, and they're going to get both the opening kills. Good return from Happy. Drops the bomb as well, which is a really big deal right now. He has time to rotate in. His teammates are going to join up. Be such a big clutch for Happy if he can come out here and actually prevent his team from losing this round. JW, and shoxie's not going to check the corner. Happy comes through, gets the 1 kill, needs a little bit more. 1 click on flusha would be enough. He's going to get the headshot. Fantastic. For the smoke, Happy. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Pistols out. olofmeister's going to go down, and Happy gets the quad kill. He looked like he didn't even realize. Unreal performance here from the French player. That's incredibly cool.
That is so sick. That is it right there. These kinds of plays are what have to happen for LDLC. Individual play, Smithzz did it on Mirage. Now Happy coming in at the end of the half and guaranteeing that 9th round. LDLC, they've done it. Fnatic's economy is broken. They don't have nearly enough in this last round. CZ's armor and some nades for Fnatic to make it happen and bring this to 9-6. Now LDLC, they are playing fairly carefully here. Once again, although NBK is holding a bit of an aggressive angle on top banana. Seems like they decided to back off at this point.
What a round.
That was just sick. But again, you know, Happy, that was perfect. Pretty much perfect.
I mean, at that point, if you were teaching someone how to play Counter-Strike, you definitely said, don't run through the smoke, wait for your teammates to get there and try and retake the bomb site together. And Happy's like, no, I'll just run through, kill everyone. And that's going to be the plan. Smoke goes off again here. Smithzz actually quite close with the AWP, but he's still going to manage that first kill. But he's flashed, and Pronax will get a good return. shoxie is right at the edge here, and already inside the bomb site is Pronax with that bomb, trying to put it down somewhere. kioshima is just hoping for an easy frag on someone, but Fnatic just keep going at it with these smokes. They're just keeping these 2 players in pit completely irrelevant. And now that the bomb is down, clock is ticking against LDLC.
We've seen Fnatic hold on these positions before. Now is it going to be a repeat performance here? Fnatic still with the position, still with the CZs, and up close like this, they are lethal. Pronax will get taken out, however, with that AWP, and they're also very low on Fnatic's side. So little HP, and LDLC, this should be an unlosable situation. They will manage the retake and end this half 10-5. So that's it. In the first half now, LDLC have actually broken the double digits in rounds. First map of this series that they've actually gotten up to 10 rounds. Now we have to see if they can take it here, get 6 rounds on the T side, and keep this series alive.
I honestly think a requirement for this to work is for them to win the pistol round.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
I can definitely imagine that if Fnatic win it and bounce up to something that looks like 10-8, all of a sudden they just won't stop here. But this round from Happy has to be one of the sickest of all, the whole tournament, basically. This is just so good. I think they stole his last kill, actually, but so incredible.
That's a play of the day candidate, no doubt about it. But let's see here now. olofmeister on the other side of this smoke goes for the wild spray. LDLC look like they're just going to go for the full YOLO, but it's a stack for Fnatic on the B site. 4 of them are here. They can be running straight into the blender, and this is what's happening. They're just getting shut down. 4 members left here for Fnatic, and it's going to be Happy alone.
This is a quad kill for JW. It's just a shooting range for him, and he picked them apart. It's all on Happy again. He's going to have to come up big here. And all he has to do it with is a Glock and a little bit of body armor, and he's got at least some time to do it. But Fnatic aren't even really challenging him all that much. They're just covering the angles, waiting for him to do anything. And that's it. Ace from JW in the pistol round in the 3rd map here at the Grand Finals. That's how it's done. He did it on Mirage as well with the AWP, and he's at it again. Completely unreal.
That's how cool JW is in that situation. He's like, here, check out my Fnatic sticker. Yeah, just admiring the pistol real quick.
17th round is coming up, and it's going to be the Bison. It's going to be the MP7 on flusha as well. Fnatic, they're feeling confident. They're not even worried about the idea that maybe LDLC could come back here with, you know, pistol armor and do some damage to them. You know, this isn't like a full FAMAS M4A1 buyout where they really, you know, want to lock it down. It's just like, all right, we can get a little bit of money out of this too. Yeah,
they are expecting it to be the eco round here from LDLC, which is a bit odd considering LDLC have consistently gone for pistol armor buys when they haven't succeeded in getting plants in gun rounds. So, you know, LDLC, well, Fnatic kind of living on the edge here and maybe giving LDLC a way into this 2nd round. So we have to see. I mean, Bison, not really effective. MP7 a bit more effective since the armor piercing buff. It's not totally out of the cards here, but CZ, man, they can get around those corners very quickly in Fnatic's face, even faster.
flusha is hearing them running, and he's trying to put up a preemptive grenade a little bit too fast. JW from behind, they're all lined up for him, and he gets 2 headshots, a 3rd one coming in. That is absolutely stunning. 8 kills in 2 rounds here for JW. He's finally going to be going down. Happy's alive with 1 health, so this armor buy definitely not working out, and the Bison actually doesn't get that through. Looked like Pronax is going to finish the round right then and there. Happy trying a little bit more, but finally they managed to deal with him. Once we get back in the game, I really want to see what JW's scoreboard looks like right now.
Yeah, 2 HP left on olofmeister as well. Happy was so close to making that a really expensive round for Fnatic.
It's 15, but it's actually 19 for Kioshima and Happy. So, I mean, they've been doing a good job. Now on the CT side, I mean, everyone who's been watching Fnatic play on this map before knows exactly what JW can do with the AWP on this side.
Exactly. This is it. That'll be the big moment we're all looking for. But LDLC right now eating a lot of nade damage, down to 3 HP, Kioshima. The rest of them gathered up. It looks like it will be the B rush here after these nades. olofmeister, that's it. The go signal here for LDLC. They're going to speed up right into olofmeister, who's not connecting quite as well with the spray there. He's going to go to the pistol, and KRiMz is going to lend a hand.
olofmeister not even reloading with 2 bullets left. He's just trusting in the fact that KRiMz is going to be there, and he definitely was. A good buddy system going on over at that B bomb site, which we're also really used to seeing. It's highly effective between these 2 XLGB members. Now, I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel like everyone watching, and probably LDLC too, can recognize the pattern that's about to happen here, which is Fnatic getting control of the game. And so far in this whole tournament, once that happens, they just don't let go.
Exactly. I mean, they've got the money now on their side. They've got everything. And this is going to be the big buy round here, the 19th round for LDLC. So curious to see what LDLC are going to have for us here, because once again, they gathered up in banana. Are they just going to go straight banana? They are going to go straight banana. KRiMz is going to get the first kill. 1-for-1 trade, though. That favors LDLC, and they get the 2nd kill on olofmeister as well. So this is now a round. This is LDLC's round to lose at this point.
Great work from shoxie. Such a wonderful opening. Really hard to do at the B bomb sites, and that's exactly what they need. Bomb goes down, right on the grill, and Fnatic probably should not try and fight this. I think exit kills are a good strategy, but fighting 3-on-4 like this is not really worth it. They don't have massive stacks of money or anything like that, and we're only just now getting into sort of the second half. So good idea for them to run away. Actually, if you take a look at the scoreboard real quick, just to see what the... Yeah, so like 150 on JW. A little bit of a bank going on olofmeister with 7,000s. That's nice. And actually, KRiMz too is like the two richest players are the two that died. Everyone else just has to save, and that makes sense for Fnatic. So next round is going to be a full buy round anyway for them.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all. I'm glad to see that LDLC, you know, they're going for plays that do require teamwork like that. Basically, the bum rush, you can't have any hesitation. You have to just commit, and you don't stop running until everybody on that side is dead pretty much for Fnatic. So the fact that they're able to get in there, turn that into a 1-for-1, and then overrun olofmeister as well, who peeks behind it. KRiMz probably only saw like the two guys there, so it's like olofmeister thinks, okay, maybe I can actually just push up and get that kill. Instead, he gets completely hammered. So LDLC really playing well as a team right now.
Look at this. olofmeister spawned close to middle, so he's going to burn his whole bank on buying this AWP. That's kind of cool. The Molotov, so the flashbang and the smoke is going to go off, so he's really going to be forced back a little bit. JW is going to peek against everybody. That's a double kill. MPK and Smithzz are gone. 1 shot and 2 kills. Oh my god.
Man, that's a facepalm moment if ever there was one. Talk about a total reversal of momentum. 1 bullet, 2 kills, and Fnatic now have full control of this round. LDLC, they have got to be just wondering what can they do at this point to turn it around, because Lady Luck is not taking it kindly on them today.
Happy, shoxie, and kioshima. I mean, it's almost to the point where they just retreated back into the terrorist spawn just out of sheer horror of what had just happened.
Nightmares.
Yeah. Definitely some PTSD going into that one.
What do you know, that's the thing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to just see them go back towards B site, though. Because at least B site, if you can get in there quickly, you know, at worst, you have two defenders there who are holding hard. With 3 guys, maybe you can get in there fast enough. If they decide to go for A, though, this is going to be brutal.
Right at the edge. olofmeister inside the smoke here. JW looking the wrong way, and Happy's going to pick him off. They need more. They need that second entry frag, but olofmeister's walking up right behind him. He's not going to let them. There's a quick double kill, and then the AWP is out. And he knows Happy might be up there. It's going to be Pronax on the pit, in fact, taking him out. It's an 11-9 scoreline. It's hard to deal with rounds like that. It's not like, I mean, yeah, that double kill is just too much to handle. And the thing is, actually, if JW doesn't get that kill, then, I mean, if he doesn't kill both of them, probably the guy surviving is going to be rushing in. That's where JW is really good with the CSAT 75, but they could have had maybe a return. So the fact that he kills both of them is just too much to handle, really.
No, exactly. There's no opportunity for the refrag. Third guy in line, he's not going to be able to get that. He's not going to be able to get there fast enough. Exactly. Too far away. Not really sure about the LDLC call to go for A as well because of what happened with olofmeister there.
Great double grenade out on Smithzz, who was trying to catch up to the corner then. He did this one right into it, basically. Now we're going to wait and see. Looks like LDLC are thinking a little bit, or you're thinking maybe this B-bomb side is the one to go for. olofmeister's going to get smoked off. Is he going to stay on the right side of it, or is he going to fall back in? Yeah, he's just going to run in with the CSAT 75, and hiding in the corner, picks up the first kill. Can they get the return? KRiMz is there as well with a great double. AWP not going to connect, but KRiMz will. And that's a triple and a double for olofmeister, and Fnatic firmly in control. No bomb plant for LDLC this round or the last one. They are going to be broke here.
Yeah, they're going to be broke. It's a question of whether they decide to go for the force or not, and have they reached that breaking point? That's the big question here. Can LDLC, it looks like they will decide to hold off from going for the big buy. The risks that they took earlier on, I mean, yesterday, not so much today, although in the first map they did on Dust 2. Still, like, they need to be just keeping their cool, eating the round of eco, and then getting a big buy in the next one. Fnatic have managed to pick up this round. So this is it. Question is, you know, are LDLC going to be able to keep their cool and make the right call?
Well, they open up with a good shot there onto JW and actually steals that AWP. Flusha falling back through the middle, and I think Pronax is over at Department's just trying to get control of that as much as he can. It's a good opening here for LDLC. I'd be such a win for them right now. If we look at the scoreboard here, just need to know what Fnatic. Yeah, they have a good bank, so even if they lose this round, Fnatic can still buy. If they lose 2 rounds in a row here, that's going to be eco territory, and that's what LDLC needs to gun for.
That's when it gets really scary. Let's see. I mean, they are shifting back towards that B side at this point. MBK up here trying to draw attention. Pronax, he's still going to hang around here. They have started to rotate a man back in through CT, though. That's olofmeister making his way back towards his mate KRiMz. And they do have flusha holding very close to Arch. This is a catch-all strategy from Fnatic. They're going to be able to rotate very quickly.
What's going to happen here? Pronax, olofmeister is going to flash in, and then Pronax or KRiMz peeks, and they just line up for him. There's a perfect strat coming out here. Just a pop flash in. KRiMz with the C set, running and gunning. He's got the knife, but he's not going to be able to do it. Happy covering there just a little bit, and now he's in a 1-on-3 with a bomb drop right here. olofmeister will pick up the last two. Very nice strategy coming out there. Just olofmeister pop flashing KRiMz in. Perfect timing.
That's like a multi-purpose knife as well. If KRiMz gets the kill, he gets 1,500 bucks. If he gets the kill, just even then, he knows he's going to be messing with shoxie's head. He knows he's going to be messing with this team's head. I mean, they're still even here. This could still go either way because that was a round of eco after all for LDLC. So any little bit you can do to mess with your opponent's head at this point, that's good. So KRiMz, if there was no worry about actually going for that, especially when he had olofmeister there to lock up the site behind him.
And the score has been tied. First half was 10-5 in favor of LDLC, and so far they've only picked up one round in the second half. That's what it's down to on Fnatic. In terms of rounds, not the most impressive comeback, but they just prove once again that once they start to get a little bit of traction, once they start to get just a little bit of control of the game, they really don't let go of it.
And this is now going to turn into basically another Fnatic round here with JW and Pronax stacking up in the apartments. JW going to leg the man. shoxie manages to overwhelm him, and NBK finds Pronax. This is now a two-man entry here for LDLC.
NBK wallbang through him. Pronax, he shot that shot from second mid. That's impressive. Now it's flusha down here. There's a good headshot on Smithzz, and he's going to go down to shoxie. LDLC, they want to play overpass. They're not ready to exit the grand finals yet, and this one round here has a big impact on whether or not that's going to be the case or not. olofmeister and KRiMz are left, and they're obviously going to be ecoing. Fnatic can buy in the next round here, and, well, no, don't worry. One of these days, they'll definitely make it over that.
I mean, I think Fnatic have got to be wondering what's taking them so long to plant that bomb as well. I mean, maybe a little bit of false hope for KRiMz, thinking, oh, they're going to come B site. But still, Fnatic, man, they just have to hold on to these guns at this point. If we could bring up the scoreboard real quick just to take a look at the money. I mean, $10,000 on Pronax. Yeah, flusha 8,000. There's a lot of money still on Fnatic. So even holding on to these guns, it's not the end of the world.
No, but I mean, from LDLC's point of view, taking these guns away would be so big because that actually forces Pronax to spend a large part of their bank. Otherwise, he can just equip himself, and olofmeister and KRiMz are going to be fine. So
I think in LDLC's mind, though, they're also thinking we don't have a lot of money, if any at all. So if every gun that we have is so valuable right now that we can't really afford to go hunting either.
All right. But round lead back in favor of the French team. They are fighting to not get knocked out of the grand finals here. The first two maps on Mirage and Dust 2, they went to Fnatic, and it looked pretty convincing as well. This one's actually a lot closer than any of the other maps. It's getting a little bit intense here. We're moving into the 24th round. It's an AWP on shoxie still, and JW's picked up one. And they're going to try and take pretty aggressive control of Banana here. As KRiMz is being forced back, but they're going to double peek back, and Smithzz goes down immediately. And then the smoke off to actually prevent anyone else from joining up and getting a return frag. And JW almost a double again. He's going to flash out and fall back in. And then he repeats, takes down NBK and drops the bomb. Happy and shoxie are left. And then, I mean, JW is just wrecking them.
Trying to get the refrag NBK, yes, but then dropping the bomb up there, a big no. That's a real problem now for LDLC. They're down 3 guys. They don't have the bomb. Fnatic have put 4 guys on that bomb. They're like, you're never getting it again, LDLC. You might as well just give up now. Go save those rifles because it's just not going to happen. Overlapping fields of fire. There is no way that they can sneak in on that.
shoxie is going to pick up a kill on somebody over there, so that's actually pretty interesting. But I'm not sure what Happy is doing. They don't even have the time here. I mean, even if Happy got the kill on someone, for him to wrap around, it'd be too little time. So I kind of wish that him and shoxie would just group up and do something crazy. But then flusha is waiting down the middle in case they do try and reconnect with each other, and that's going to make it really tough.
This is the big worry for LDLC. You know, you could be wondering, why do they keep lining up like this? This is the danger of facing off against JW. You never know where he's going to be, because clearly in that situation, LDLC are expecting him to be Arch. They're expecting him to just go for the shoulder peek on Arch, and they'll be able to pick him off then. And instead, he comes out of apartments and catches him on the edge of the smoke. So it's a gamble. Every time you go up against Fnatic on their T side, you have to be wondering, where is JW going to hit us from next?
Yeah, and now actually Happy's going to be in a... Alright, they're not going to push up, but if he gets trapped here after the time is run out, that would be horrendous here. And he's going to go down. Oh no, that's a tragedy. It's the worst possible thing they could have got out of this round. It would have been better if they had simultaneously knifed each other and just committed suicide together. This was definitely way worse.
You've been reading some Japanese romances, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they should have done at least.
Yeah, right there, though, JW, man. NBK, it's fine if NBK dies so long as he doesn't have the bomb. Him having the bomb there just makes that round impossible for LDLC.
Man.
But now we see LDLC actually going for the force. They had enough to get 2 rifles. It's going to be CZs on the others. And they have to just find a way to basically turn it around right here. They are setting up for smokes, but Fnatic, man, they've got 4 guys on this site right now. This is definitely a round that they're going to be prepared to handle.
And it feels like they're going to smoke Arch and Library maybe, rather than smoking Pit like Fnatic did a couple of times. So we'll see how they're going to do this, if they can actually wrap around that Archway side and get into to the A-bomb side. Smoke's already going off here. flusha trying to reposition himself, and he's just listening and waiting. Going to come out, do a little bit of damage here. Takes the first kill on Happy, but then he's going to go down to kioshima. JW in the corner is going to be the first shot. CZ 75 is going to connect, but actually it's Pronax helping out and getting a good double kill. They still will lose the bomb site for a moment, but olofmeister is here to try and clean it up, and he will do just that. Just a continuous onslaught. They never get into a position where they can relax for a second, put the bomb down, and then control the bomb site. They just have to fight the moment the action starts.
That is some incredible confidence from olofmeister right there. The fact that he sees the planter and decides, no, I'm going to get rid of his mate first, and then I'll come back to him. So even if he comes off that bomb plant, like, that's the confidence that olofmeister has in his ability to get the frags right now. And he's top fragging for Fnatic with 21 to his name. So olofmeister having a huge impact in this game and just basically locking it down, because now LDLC are broke.
Yeah, they're going to try and rush up second mid here, just running right into the grenade. It's going to do a little bit of damage, but they actually kind of slow it down. Not a bad idea. I mean, if you go second mid like this against someone who has an AWP, if they miss a shot, or even if they get a shot against you and you all have pistols, you can sometimes just run them over. So, I mean, I kind of like that idea, but JW is playing defensively enough that it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, and also JW has a CZ, so, you know, that strat really was quite effective until basically he can turn into a one-man army. So have fun rushing him. Have fun rushing JW. Oh, shoxie trying to be sneaky and work his way through that smoke, crossing his fingers, hoping KRiMz is looking away. JW going to miss that shot, but then gets the job done with the pistol.
He's just jumping and skipping into it. He picks up that kill, and flusha finally gets a kill on NBK as well. He's going to go down to kioshima, and JW will finish it off with a triple kill. CZ 75 with 2 of them, AWP with the other one. And that's 14 rounds now for the Fnatic team. They haven't made it quite yet, but they are dangerously close.
Yeah, it's very quiet over on the LDLC side as well. You can see them just kind of buckling down. Fnatic, though, chatting away, and actually more often than usual. Usually you see them just really focused. And I think that they don't have much pressure on them, especially seeing as how they only need 2 rounds to secure this title and essentially secure the top spot. I mean, they've already pretty much the top team in the world right now, but if they win this tournament, they've beaten everybody. This is it. So Fnatic 2 rounds away from the throne.
Oh, great grenade, and then follow-up shot as well. He's going to re-peek. They know exactly where he is, but they almost line up again. I think he hit that leg shot on NBK, and he's going to take the triple anyway. Completely decimated. And like we pointed out earlier, JW is everywhere. Middle, apartments now, it's banana, and everywhere he goes, death follows. The bomb is dropped there as well. flusha's going to catch Happy, and this is how it ends for LDLC. The upcoming round, they will have not the greatest equipment here. Pronax is going to finish it. It's a perfect round. A bit of a celebration there from JW, and you can't blame him. I mean, he's earning it. I think he's top fragging now. He's outdoing olofmeister at this point.
LDLC, they were taking 3 chargers. Okay, I couldn't quite hear what MBK was saying there, but yeah, they're definitely talking on LDLC side. It's going to be the force buy from them, basically just CZs, nades, what they've pretty much done all tournament long. This time around, however, it's for their tournament life. It's for the title. They have to land this round. And they do take a bit of a passive hold to begin with. Smoke is going to go down top banana, so Fnatic actually going for a halvesies play here, not smoking off bottom. This has worked so far with KRiMz, so they're just sticking with what works at this point, Fnatic.
They have a Molotov, so they could try and see if they could force KRiMz back and maybe run him over as he's running away. But right now, they're just waiting. And the amount of grenades here definitely be good for a B push. Especially if they can get at him without using all of them and then use the remaining ones once the bomb is down. That'd be amazing. But JW is going to find the opening frag on shoxie.
There you have it. Now it's going to be the gather. They're just going to try and open it up, maybe see if they can't catch JW peeking. JW is looking towards mid right now. Happy could potentially catch him off guard if they're close enough.
And they did use the Molotov to clear that sandbags area. That's exactly what they wanted to do, but they didn't catch anyone there, which is a bit of a shame. If there had been someone, they could have maybe caught him, falling back. So it's a great idea for LDLC. And now time is running out, and there's going to be a Molotov coming up again here. 30 seconds, they're going to run right into it, take some fire damage. flusha as well is going to pick up the kill, and they get the opening on flusha, but I don't think it's enough here. The bomb not going to go down. KRiMz denies it. It's 2-on-3. Fnatic, they take the first 2 maps, and now this might be the end for LDLC. 1-on-2, 15 seconds left now. 1-on-1, Pronax charging through, but how is Happy going to get the bomb down? He's going to have to go and fight Pronax. There's no choice. He gets the headshot as well. Oh, wow. That was definitely a tough decision to make, but it works out, and they're even just laughing. Oh, man.
And Happy, it feels like Happy is at least the man of the tournament for LDLC. Because it seems like time and time again, when it matters, he's the one who's stepping up for the team and getting the frags. When the rest of the team is struggling, he is the one who's consistently doing damage, and he's sitting at the top of the scoreboard right now for LDLC. So Happy, I mean, the in-game leader right now for the team as well, just doing a lot of work.
And JW is waiting up here. He sees it coming, but he's not going to be quite fast enough to take down Happy, so that's good news. And JW gets taken out, in fact, by MBK in the middle. That's actually the first time in a while that JW hasn't got the opening kill, but instead gets taken out. And we have to bring up the scoreboard really quick. We need to know how much money Fnatic have. They can still buy even in the next round. That's really, really scary for LDLC. If they could win this round and then force an eco, and they'd have overtime, but that's not even on the menu right now. They need to win 2 consecutive full buy rounds against Fnatic team, which has proven up until this far in the half impossible for them.
It's 2 entrees, man. Back to back. There's no appetizer here. This is now LDLC gathering up for the B play once again. They've had success with this round, and Happy just clutched it on the last one, so why change it up? LDLC are going to continue to try and go with what works. Smoke goes down at the 40-second mark, though, so Fnatic are going to be pretty pleased with this. It may force LDLC's hand, but here come the nades, and olofmeister's in position to support KRiMz.
And the Molotov goes up right then and there, so they are taking a little bit of damage. It's going to be extinguished soon, though. They're trying to plant right in front. olofmeister almost doing a lineup, but KRiMz is going to come in with the kill. Olof should be going down, but he somehow stays alive, and KRiMz is going to fall instead, and no bomb plant has happened, and clock is running out here. It's going to be 15 seconds. Olof picks up another kill before he finally goes down. flusha dies. 12 seconds. Pronax can still win this round, but no, the bomb goes down. Pronax is going to get the headshot now. It's a 1-on-1. Last time he didn't win it. Pronax has one more chance here. The Molotov back is going to force shoxie out. He can't hide there, and Pronax knows it. He's going to go for the peek. He goes down, and shoxie clutches it for his team. LDLC make the right choice going to that B bomb site, but they have one more round to win.
Exactly. It's one more round. And are they going to do it again? Are they going to go for B again? Sorry, they're mic'd up right now. I'm trying to listen to what LDLC are saying between the rounds, because Happy is talking right there. He's basically saying, like, as soon as you see me go, you don't hesitate. You have to go behind me. But I mean, right, like LDLC right now, the communication is on point, but it does look like they are feeling it. It's going to be the big buy round here for Fnatic. Single up on JW, though. Nothing crazy from them, but they've spent everything. So this is it now. Can LDLC take this to overtime? Can they really take this to a 4th map?
Well, JW is right at the edge, and they're going to try and peek him, and he takes down Smithzz to open up with. So back to the entry frag here for Fnatic. The dream is alive, I think, for LDLC, but it could turn into a nightmare pretty quickly. And almost nothing would be more painful than fighting your way back to 14-15 and then not even getting to play, that 4th map.
No, it's just that overtime right now. This is it. LDLC, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go to the B site, but Fnatic as well are kind of covering all the angles. They've got 2 guys holding very close to Arch, and they've put 2 on B site solid. So in case LDLC do decide to go for B, they're going to be able to rotate very quickly. Fnatic may over-rotate here, though, but it's going to be a straight run through. kioshima on a mission, and he catches olofmeister off guard. And
in the meantime, look at Fnatic. They're eating. Everyone's rotating out right now, and it's going to be an A play instead. Pronax is still waiting over there. He gets the kill on MBK. kioshima is going to get the headshot on flusha. Pronax goes down as well. It's working. Overtime, unless KRiMz can storm in here. Picks up a kit along the way. That's good. A grenade as well to follow. This should not be winnable. As long as they cover each other, there's almost no way KRiMz can get in here.
Smoke going down just a second early. What a shot. What a statement. shoxie, that's how you end it. That's how you put your team into overtime. The perfect timing to catch KRiMz off guard. That was sick. And now this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a finals on our hands. Overtime on Inferno. Fnatic have looked indomitable on this map. It's the perfect map to have this as a third map as well, because both of these teams are seen as the best teams on this map. You do not play either of them on Inferno. So for it to go to overtime, it's so fitting.
No, but if I had to make a call, I would have said LDLC's chance to win a map would have been on Dust 2 or Mirage. The fact that they're so close here on Inferno is definitely extremely cool. So yeah, this is exciting. Now we have a real grand finals on our hands here. Smithzz picks up the AWP. It's overtime, and it looked like it must have been 10,000 starting money.
Yes, it was, yeah.
It's going to be MR, well, 3 here.
And this is a crucial round for Fnatic now because of that 10,000 starting money. You can already see JW, he's down to 3,000 after this buy, so a lot of money spent by him. If Fnatic cannot win it, they're going to be in danger of having to eco on the third one if they were to lose 2 in a row. So this is a big round here for Fnatic. They have to put their foot down and just be like, okay, LDLC, this is where the game ends. Thank you very much, but we're going to take our trophy.
Entry packs have proven so valuable so far. So we'll see if LDLC can keep it up or if JW is going to get the one with the return here. He actually takes a lot of damage for that, so definitely, well, most importantly, nobody got picked off on the LDLC side here. And actually, Smithzz is going to find olofmeister over at that B bomb site. Now, that forces a rotation. You can do flusha is going to have to give up control of Archway. LDLC needs to make some good calls right now. They're actually set up to... Well, they were set up to smoke, but it looks like they're just going to walk into the middle without doing anything at all. Not showing themselves, not giving any sign that they're here just yet.
They can go for the sneak. They can. They're going to clear out the corner there. JW's waiting right on the edge. Smoke is going to go down. That will diffuse the incendiary. And it's going to be a wraparound through short. Pronax, this is going to be crucial. He needs to land some huge kills right here. He needs to stay alive in pit, but JW is there to lend a hand and then got the crossfire.
And JW goes down. They are kind of low. Well, MBK is kind of low here. Pronax is trying to stay into it, but it's not working out. KRiMz the last one left. 1 on 4. First round of overtime looking great right now for LDLC with a bomb down and Happy just spraying through it. Smithzz who ends up picking up a triple kill in that round with the AWP. That is actually pretty much all that LDLC need in this first half of overtime. If they pick up more rounds, it's amazing, but 1 round can definitely be enough.
Yeah, what exactly? Especially after their performance on their first half, 10-5. You know, they can be perfectly capable of taking 3 rounds on their side. Now the question, you know, can they actually take this further? Because if they were to take this next round, Fnatic are going to be forcing up for the last one, and we could look at LDLC even picking up a perfect first half. So it's everything now. Fnatic, they lost that crucial first. They have to do it in the second, and Smithzz is not helping them. He takes out Pronax to start in Banana.
They had that boost ready. They actually thought there was going to be a smoke that they had to look over, but they don't need to even. And then flusha, he only gets the one. He's going to go down. KRiMz with the return, and that drops the bomb, but he can't control it. It's a 3-on-3, and this is still favorable for LDLC. They're on the terrace side. If anything, if nothing else, like it's a minimum, they just want to trade evenly.
Yeah, well played there by KRiMz, not overextending either, not trying to peek in. He decides to keep it even and back off to the site, not take any risks here because this is far too important.
Yeah, but there's such a big difference right now because KRiMz actually just used the last smoke and there's still 55 seconds left. He doesn't have a Molotov, whereas earlier in the game, you saw that Fnatic was so good at saving their smokes and Molotovs that right now if LDLC end up with a B push here, they're going to be able to just almost freely walk in.
It doesn't look like LDLC are going to have that. It looks like Happy is going to catch olofmeister off guard. And now on short, Happy is going to be looking. He misses the shot. JW with the M4 will take him out. We're into a 2-on-2 now. They're going to speed up behind it, and shoxie hits the timing perfectly. JW is off the map, and it's all down to KRiMz. Now, once again, rotating in from the B site. And he's got to be even wondering, you know, does he want to go for this retake or not?
That's a really valid question because if we bring up the scoreboard really quick, you'll see Fnatic have almost no money. That 10,000 starting money has just evaporated. $0 on Pronax and not going to get a big round loss bonus either here. It's only going to be the 3rd loss or the 2nd loss for them here. KRiMz flashed as well and shoxie will take him down and that's now 17-15. The likelihood that we're going to see overpass right now is pretty much overwhelming. This is such a good overtime right now for the LDLC team.
Not a huge impact, but there is a little storyline developing now between shoxie and KRiMz. 30th round, shoxie kills KRiMz. 31st, KRiMz kills shoxie. Now the 32nd. All right, getting into this one now, I expect it to be KRiMz managing to bring it back here if we hold true.
I think Happy's dropping a 30 bomb as well, right? He's got 30 kills on him, which is very impressive. And look at what Fnatic have. CZ, 75 armor, and that they might be one of the best teams at actually utilizing this. But if LDLC 3-0 them in the first half of overtime, that's going to be incredible. We're looking for the first team to get 19 rounds. And as you can tell, LDLC currently has 17. So 2 more, and they're good to go.
They're going to sneak their way up into apartment here, but this is a setup once again for Fnatic. JW is lurking around the corner. He could find the timing here to run out and gun, but Happy lives with 4 HP. And there you have it, LDLC. They get the entry.
And they swap shoxie in with more health. He's going to take down Pronax, just making sure that the healthiest players are in front. Definitely a good idea if you're going to be running into CSET 75. olofmeister rotating over towards Archway. He's going to flash his way in. Flash once. He actually flashed himself as well, so he can't really capitalize on that. It's a good idea, but just a little bit off with the timing. And still plenty of time here for LDLC to make one final punch into one of these bomb sites.
Exactly, and Pronax spotted that bomb early on shoxie, so we already saw the rotation coming out from Fnatic. They really are putting a lot of it onto B site, or onto A site rather, leaving KRiMz alone on B. It is going to be 2 members here for Fnatic holding on the site proper, but shoxie with the running gun just gets the mad spray on the flusha. He looks for the second, and he's going to get it as well. And this is looking like that 3rd round for LDLC, a perfect T-half of overtime. That's exactly what they need to get themselves back into this finals. LDLC sitting on 18 rounds. They need 1 more to take this to overpass.
I can't even count the number of times it seemed like this has been all over for LDLC on this particular map, and somehow they brought it back with the most ridiculous clutches. I think Happy's had a few really interesting ones where it seemed like it was all gone. And now we're here. 18-15. 1 round for LDLC out of the next 3 on the CT side of Inferno. They should be able to do it.
Let's see, Fnatic really pacing themselves. Double op on Inferno for Fnatic. We haven't seen this in regular time either. This could be a big power play for Fnatic to just end this right here. Curious to see if they're going to peek him, but LDLC playing this very carefully. Short, once again, adjusting in case Fnatic decide to go for their smoke round, a smoke off pit. LDLC getting into position to deal with that in case Fnatic decide to throw that their way.
I wish there was a way to quantify the kind of pressure that both teams must be on right now. Because Fnatic know that the 2 upcoming maps are not necessarily their strongest either, in Overpass and in Nuke more than anything. If it goes to Nuke, that would be the most horrendous ending for Fnatic, because they might have practiced a little bit, but that's definitely not their strongest map. And well, a lot of French teams traditionally are pretty damn good at playing Nuke. Think of Titan. Even Clan Mystic once took out Titan on that map, so the Frenchmen definitely know how to play it, even just like instinctively. Smithzz peeking in, he's going to re-peek, and then olofmeister's there to take him out. Up on the canopy, he's going to be the next guy falling. shoxie, they line up, he gets all 3 kills, and it's going to be down to flusha, and JW's got 5 bullets left here. And finally, they managed to bring down shox, but is it going to be enough here? JW, he wants to make sure that this goes to double overtime, because that's what they're fighting for right now on the Fnatic side. MBK gets the first shot, goes for the peek, and flusha. Oh, sorry, and JW there gets the last kill. MBK couldn't quite pull it through. Oh my god, that was close, very close.
And I'm sure Fnatic just had flashbacks to what Fiflaurin did to them at Gamescom. You know, rush up short, all 3 members, and they all get sprayed. Yeah. shoxie, give it a... I mean, that is some PTSD moments right there for Fnatic. But shoxie, he couldn't quite pull it out in the end. JW, though, I mean, JW is the other unstoppable force, basically. Really incredible play so far. Individual play really actually coming down to it. shoxie with the spray, then JW bringing it back and getting the kills, not missing the shots when he has to. So now we have to see what Fnatic are going to throw at LDLC this time. LDLC going back to that AWP with Smithzz. So this is going to be the setup. No aggression from LDLC, though. Again, they've just decided to back off and hold fairly passively, which I'm not a big fan of just because Fnatic, man, you give them space, olofmeister's going to lurk.
He certainly wants to. I think they actually spotted him up there as well. He's going to try and just see if he can spot anyone out, but shox is there. Takes him out. And olofmeister actually just trying to be really mobile with that CSET 75 out, so he moves a little bit faster. And that may have gotten him killed. Flash goes through. Flusha's down already. MBK with the kill. And this could definitely be the round. 5-on-3 right now, as it's going to be down to 2 AKs and 1 AWP. And Smithzz is covering this middle area so well at the moment. That smoke, yeah, they can run through Arch, but then they're going to run into shox in the pit, and that's not fun at all either.
It's going to be the JWP as well, so that could have an impact here. They're going to manage to get flanked out by kioshima, who was waiting in the noob corner. JW is out of the picture. shoxie will pick up KRiMz, who goes leaping through, and Smithzz will find the final frag. LDLC, they secure the 3rd map.